Hey, how's it going? Ryan Falconer here, Set the Pace Triathlon. What we're going to do on this video is we are going to do a little product review of some swim jammers that I've been using for a while. And it's time to retire a pair of them. I usually get 2 to 3 at a time and rotate them in, so that way you can wash them on a weekly basis and not get them so worn out so quickly over time. I've found that that's the best route. Rather than having one pair you just wear all the time, they tend to kind of just wear out quicker and you have to keep buying more later on. So with that, I'm going to review, and you can see a little picture here. It's called My Kilometre. Got them off Amazon. As far as I know, at the time of purchase, that's the only place I could get them. But it was a little bit different material type. Just looked a little bit different. Good viable option. I think it was in the $20 range, something like that. Amazon Prime, shipping for free, all that good stuff. Had it in 2 or 3 days. So I thought, hey, why not? I got a pair in December of 2018. Liked them, so I went ahead and got another pair pretty quickly. So that way I rotate them in, and I'll kind of go over the details of the stats and everything. But so I'll show what you got. You see this on the screen, kind of their blue pair. So this is one pair that I've got, and this is another pair. So some blue and some green, and they are very colorful. So people will notice you in the pool. I took them with me to a triathlon camp back in 2019 in March for Team Zoot out in San Diego, near San Diego, California. So it was nice because pretty much, after you swim a few times, you may not remember people as well, but people could always remember me from the lane we swam in because they're following me in my bright green shorts. So that was kind of nice to have that option out there. But diving more into the actual swim jammer. So if you notice when you get a hold of them, and I don't know if video can really show this, it's sublimated colors, so it's printed on. It's nothing that's going to peel off or change or anything. And it's a different kind of fabric. I mean, it's stretchy, but it's not your standard either swim jammer that I've gotten from just swimoutlet.com, the cheapest one out there. It's not a true like neoprene, just elastic material. It's a little bit different and a little bit odd, but if you look on the site, they've got, let's see if we've got practice suits are designed, 100% chlorine resistant, sailfish fabric. So 81% polyester and 19% lycra extra life fiber. So whatever that means. So resistance to sagging, bagging, keeping swimwear fitting newer, longer, all that good stuff. So it's just a little bit different, and the way that they put in the seams and everything is a little bit different. And when I put them on, they just fit. They felt comfortable, and like they said, it fit right. So there was no uncomfortable bulges or anything that just look awkward, especially when you're swimming in a community center and you have to walk from the changing area out to the pool. There could be kids running around. There could be older ladies and gentlemen doing aqua classes. You just really don't want to be on display per se, because it's not just total swimmers. If you're at the aquatic center and it's master swimming and it's swim teams, whatever, bring out the Speedo briefs and just jump in. But if I'm at a community center and there's going to be other kind of non-athletic endurance type people running around, I like to be a little bit more modest with my swimwear. So this kind of fit the bill. So when I first got them originally, they fit right. Everything was good. There was nothing loose on them. I did try a different brand, and the let's be honest, the crotch was just loose, and it just did not look right, and it made me self-conscious while I'm walking around from the changing area over to the pool. So I was not comfortable wearing those, and after I was done with the pool, it sucks up on you unless you kind of put some air in there and make it look. So I would wrap a towel around my waist and walk around the pool because I just didn't feel comfortable in a non-competitive swimming atmosphere, walking around with these swim jammers on that were just kind of almost borderline inappropriate with how much they kind of revealed. And that's just not to say that the fabric is not, this fabric is not see-through. I mean, I don't know if you can really see on the video. I mean, you can kind of see through it, and we'll go over the stats, but I've had these for a while, and really they did not get see-through. It did not get worn out like typically most of my swim jammers do. After a while, you could just see the thread. It gets kind of threadbare. You can see through it a little bit more, and things like I've had a pair that busted in the rear end. So as I was jumping into the pool, somebody came by and like, hey, by the way, you've got a big rip in your rear end, so be careful when you're jumping out of the pool when you get into the locker room. So there's always that. Didn't have the problem with these. So let's just jump into the usage. So I wrote some stats here. Well, you can see that. But December 2018 was when I bought the blue pair, and then a month later I bought the green pair because I liked them so much. I wanted to alternate them. So I had 3 pairs total because I was mixing in a Speedo pair that I like really well as well. So probably every week would be a different swim jammer, and that was for approximately 15 months. So here we are, February 2020, February 19th, and I'm still using the blue ones. They're a little bit kind of on the edge, and we'll go over kind of their status of where they're at. But it's 15 months, so about 60 weeks, doing about 10,000 K per week. So that's yards. So about 600,000 yards total for all 3 of the suits. So you just divide it by 3 and get a rough approximation, about 200,000 yards per swim jammer. So these have gone through about 200,000 yards. So that is a lot of kick drills, that is a lot of swimming, that is a lot of chlorine, that's a lot of washing. So you figure these are getting at least washed every other week. So they're going through the washer, they're going through the pool, and every pool swim I go and I shower me off, and I also shower off the swim jammers and rinse them out so I don't have chlorine sitting on them. In the back of my vehicle I have a little rack that I hang them up on so they completely dry, just to make sure that they just don't get wadded up somewhere and get really funky and gross. But so we'll kind of go through them. This right here, the blue pair, like I said, I kind of had these the longest, and really they're not see-through. They serve the purpose, and I still wear them. Really, I mean, you can see some little snags here and there, but there's really nothing. It's not see-through. The only issue is it is losing a little bit of its form, so it's a little bit saggy. Before it was a couple inches above my knee, and now when I put them on, it's pretty much at my knee, and I can feel them kind of sagging as I get through the swim workout. But it covers all it needs to. I get out of the pool, and there's a little bit, the crotch is sagging a little bit, so it's all kind of uncomfortable, but you kind of pull it off a little bit, so that way you're not kind of showing off too much. And it works pretty good. So I don't feel as maybe self-conscious about walking around in these, but they are kind of reaching the end of their life. So I'm going to replace these here pretty soon. But I figure about 15 months. I mean, that's almost a year and a half for 2 swim jammers, and $40 total, maybe $45, $50 total. I think that's pretty good. I think I'm doing pretty good with those. Here's the green pair. So they're kind of in the same boat. They're getting losing a little bit of the form and a little bit of the fit. But I was going to keep using them. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. So if you can see this, it looks like it got a little bit burnt here. I can't recall if I ran them through washing and then they got caught in the dryer somehow, or if they're in the back of my car and got stuck on something a little bit too warm. I just can't figure it out. But it did give me a good opportunity to kind of test them out. So the key here is if you get a rip in these bad boys, that rip pretty much spreads. So this, I mean, I could sit here and pull it apart, and I waited to kind of do this for this video just to kind of demonstrate because I kind of checked it. I mean, once they get a rip, you get down one of these seams, man, it's toast. So you just got to be careful. Do not rip them, do not sag them, because once you get something going on, they are toast. So you can't probably swim with these if you get a little snag at the bottom, if you get a little hole. Like I said, I'm not sure what got these, unfortunately. I would say our cat maybe, but like I said, there's a little bit of a melting spot here, and some, I don't know, it just kind of looked like it maybe got a little warm and burnt some little holes in it. So you got to be careful. Maybe careful in the dryer, maybe wash them and then hang them up afterwards, just so it doesn't get stuck in the dryer in a certain spot and overheat or something like that. But again, I just demonstrated this just ripped up the seam. So you got to be a little careful. If you do get a rip at them, you could be facing some problems. So if you catch one of these seams, it goes pretty quick. So I don't think you're going to be able to save these. Maybe if you sew them up real quick, if you notice a little hole or something like that, maybe I could have gotten a little bit life out of them. But like I said, the crotch was getting a little bit saggy. I mean, it still has some resiliency. The waist is still great. What I found with some swim jammers is the waist just kind of loses elasticity too, and you just can't pull the drawstring tight enough to really get a good fit around your waist, and it becomes kind of uncomfortable and not able to keep them up. But this I mean, the waist is still good. That's what enabled me to keep using them. The waist was still good. The crotch was a little bit loose, but you know, at the end of the day, it's not a deal breaker. But it is nice. They got the panel in front, so you get a little bit of modesty protection there for the guys. You get a little bit of protection there, so you're not showing off too much. But it is really super comfortable. I actually felt a little bit quicker in these. It felt like it didn't get absorb as much water, if that makes sense. I felt like I had just maybe a little bit more buoyancy or something like these in these shorts. But I really like them because they're a little bit different in the colors and the textures and stuff. Something different to throw on in the pool, so you know it's not just a black pair of swim jammers with some color stripe in them. Like I said, they've got several options nowadays, so if you go on their Amazon, and I'll post some links up. They got some straight colors. They've added some colors with bands in them and different kind of colors on seams and stuff like that. So right now there's a coupon on there. I'll post a link in the review so you can go check it out and then order a pair if you want. But overall, I think these are great swim jammers. Like I said, I would not recommend them unless I've used them and would buy them again. You see my other reviews, products. If I review it, used to in the past, somebody'd send me something, I'd just kind of review it and say, yeah, that's great, and whatever, I'd recommend it. And then I found myself never buying it again. These I would buy again, and I am going to buy again. I'm going to buy another pair, probably 2 pair, because my other Speedo jammer I've got, the drawstring, the waist is just lost total elasticity, and it's not really doing the job anymore. So like I said, I like to keep 2 at a time, and that way I can rotate them, wash them out, and keep them clean and stuff like that. But overall, you know, I've given my Kilometre the thumbs up. And like I said, I would not recommend them unless I'm going to go out and buy them again. And I'm definitely going to go buy another pair right now after I get done with this video. So, got any questions, put them in the comments. Send me an email, anything like that. Hopefully I can help you out. I'm going to post a review on Amazon. It's going to be on there. They got plenty of reviews and plenty of opportunities. Just check them out. And like I said, if you got any questions, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer them.